No, why did I do that?
The Chevrolet dealership. The door's locked.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it open?
With a key. You don't have to break into it, and if you do.
I'm glad you're on time and up with the whole get up. We've done this rigmarole and
I don't know, but how did you get in there?
I guess
Nobody.
Chris is like, these lazy bastards are gonna go get, I gotta take charge. He's not here.
someone's got let you in.
I can't make any coffee.
Right, and there's no one upstairs to let us in.
No, I checked upstairs, I can't get in, so no coffee so far.
Yeah. We've done all this.
Before.
Yeah, we already tried. But I'm glad you're checking our work.
Yeah.
Keeping it on toes. Good job. Good job. So I went by a dollar store yesterday to get some more of the little stuffed elves for the Winter Fest. And so I was like, how many of these do you have in the back? Like what we have out front.
Yeah.
So I got like 30. And she goes, what are they for? That's Rotary.
Yeah.
She brings out a box
Wow.
of toys. She goes, here you go, take those too. I'm like, cool. So we got like matchboxes, little
Everything is
awesome. A bunch of shit to give to the kids.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We'll just wrap the box like so they can stick their hand in and grab something.
Yeah.
Like, grab it and move on. It's not
Grab
wrap.
one, take the whole box.
That's it.
You're
I don't
done.
care. They're free. We can shut this thing down. They take them all. I'm just kidding. But we have a huge box of the stuffed little elves that were in the store. That's just to give away.
Oh, cool. Yeah, for this little hustle.
Yeah.
Any water thing. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that. not
Yep.
much.
Well, we don't have a speaker.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
No coffee, no speaker.
No problem with speaker. Take your time. Enjoy the.
Enjoying the ambiance.
Right.
With a G.
We'll get Steve gives it up here. I'll let you know.
Well, I totally opposite of what I was-
I don't- Maybe Kyle, the other, not Kyle, the other Kyle, maybe he'll be here.
Most stand up eating that.
Well.
Semen limit.
There's,
Auto dealers.
There's all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, classification talk, yeah.
Cause he's got a pretty good story. Be a teacher, time,
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
yeah. He probably has a lot to talk about. I guess we ought to. put
Some guys is working. How's the lawsuit going?
Well, they still haven't filed properly, so,
Good.
yeah.
Such ridiculous.
Incompetent, they lost 70%.
Well, that's good.
Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson?
Yes.
No.
It's good that Bob Ferguson's up north taking all the floods out on everybody. We're gonna fix all this. We're gonna reach property tax.
Oh, hey, be careful. That's his really
I
good
know.
friend.
Yeah.
That's his really good buddy.
Not our state, not our property taxes. State income tax, it's kind of. Huh?
They keep trying to create.
Well, I just been reading about stuff that they're gonna, the Democrats are gonna slip it in. Constitutional, there's, it says right there.
The spending, I can't go to my neighbors, but you know what, I spent.
Two-thirds each chamber.
Cindy did.
Yeah. That may not happen. With that easy.
Yeah.
Now, I was sitting, so we had to do our certification, the election stuff.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and usually nobody shows up. This time, the press, because they want to ask me about the DOJ stuff.
Yeah.
And then earlier that day, there was a rally about this payroll tax. So the press wanted me to ask the DOJ stuff, so that was easy. That was great. Then they started asking government questions. It was so uncomfortable because I didn't want to be anywhere near. So I couldn't do anything because it's a short tape. You're in the picture. It's like, oh my God. And they asked, so what are you feeling on this, the payroll tax? And he, instead of saying what he should have said, just like, well, I think that's probably dead on arrival. We raised a bunch of taxes last year. Instead, he goes, we know it doesn't be a problem this year. So, if you really look at it, it doesn't solve our budget problem. And I just wanted to like yell at, I was like, just tell me you're not gonna do, why can't you just tell, you're not, just say no, just say no. It's all you gotta say is say no.
She's gonna run for, but then,
Who is?
That's the rumor.
remember Ferguson, she's stepping down. We're not gonna run for reelection, rumor,
Patty or?
Patty. Just ask me a question, I'll let you know.
Okay, good, yeah. What is my name?
Asshole.
If he doesn't run for reelection.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite proud.
I just, you know, there's been many people that have tried 100 times and finally get.
Yeah, perfect. Good thing is, if I lose, very good. I collect my military pension kicks in like a app. Like, lose military pension. No harm, no foul.
I thought he still stays Secretary of State.
No,
Oh,
no, it's up or out.
It's what?
It's up or out. That's the term we give. It's like, if you either run for this, win.
It's just,
You don't have to make.
How you doing?
Oh,
2 years.
I mean, if you won, you would be out, but I mean, you didn't.
Well, by one.
Term's not.
No, it'd be
Oh, yeah.
2028.
Oh.
Same time. Yep.
Yeah. You can't run.
So do you run for governor?
I would, if it's for a Bob person, if he wasn't gonna run for reelection.
Get into the back room to get duckies.
Just bought a new house.
I
I
got it.
really want
Hey,
to.
You swear much?
On
Be
my
a smaller
phone.
house, but it covers it.
Oh, your house is bigger now. Did you sell your other house yet?
No, that's what freaks me out. You got a bridge loan,
Very nasty.
gotta sell that house,
Trump might have some money for you someplace.
maybe.
There's one thing.
Yeah, he needs people to
But
get
in this case. So.
Too far. That's got a bridge loan, I need that paid off. Yeah, so it takes time.
Yeah. That I'm on. Or that
They
thing.
can't extend it for.
Had a dock on it. Take it down.
Price is the biggest feature. Yeah.
I actually switched over to BCU, I'm just waiting to finalize all of it.
In trouble, Chris.
Two good football games tomorrow. I think it.
Which ones?
Well, there's, yeah, the LA Bowl.
And you know, this is the last LA. That's what the media is saying today.
I was pretty stoked.
Then, the Army Navy.
Good.
I didn't have any money. At first, bringing the shades.
Have you ever gone to that thing?
Never. Well, it's hard to get into
I've actually.
bowl games with the end result.
The-
You know,
He wanted.
nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I was going around picking for games, he was no. Seriously? You this, I mean, I see one, dude. You're okay with that?
You want to email receipt?
No,
Yeah.
it's squares, so it's, believe it or not, what's kind of scary is if you buy something at a food truck, you've ever done something square before, you get the receipt text still.
Oh.
It's in there, it's in their system, so. Yeah.
Good, thanks.
Supposed to be protected.
You know, on the news a lot.
Yes.
Hey, we missed me the other day.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I had a grand.
Oh, no, we're sorry, it just, we missed.
Oh. Had a good time.
Ron, how are you?
Get okay, but that's when I did, that's when I did. Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait.
No, there should be.
Yeah, can you get in there? You break in?
You know,
You pick the lock.
picked a lot,
Did he?
probably.
Does the truth, the fairy officer?
What is that? There's no. Sorry, it's the wrong thing to say, Rotary.
Oh, I think we're ready.
Oh, really? Yeah. I still haven't find all the duckies.
Okay, I'll go look.
They went, yes. Yeah, the little velvet bag. That had the duckies that.
Yesterday.
I know, it's been going on for a few weeks. That, I don't know what happened.
Oh,
So I can't sell you raffle tickets until I know I have something to raffle.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lost the bucket.
Well,
We got the bucket, but then we had the little bag that had the leftover, you know, the ducks that were pulled. That's missing.
okay, who took that? Paul, where are we at?
I'm sure it's false.
Yeah.
I just need to.
Okay.
Yeah. Be more concerned about the tent that's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, to me, that tent, it's a big one. So I mean, usually kill.
Come on. Where's the one? Oh, I know. Question.
So that's probably.
Somebody thinks that Raquel might have it. Hey, girl, are you okay?
I know.
Shower, that doesn't, no, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, every time I.
Okay.
Oh.
I get scared to get really good start.
Are you, there's something to do with the water?
It's just.
See too many movies.
It's
Yeah.
right. Sure.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me, get a chance to talk about what you guys voting.
Every once in a while, okay. So, why don't you?
Yeah.
Honestly, we have time, so, I mean, unless somebody wants to sign up from. But it's like. Talk about that, because, you know, that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In their mind, maybe.
Then solid. Chop your leg off. You
know. And.
That was what we decided.
I call him Lieutenant Almost. It's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be his career, that's right. It's gonna be Lieutenant Almost.
I was.
Goes to the right one.
Right.
Otherwise, you're gonna. Give me the wrong one now. Hey, Brent.
No. That's what he says. It's supposed to be on the case, right? I'm sure I'm ready.
Good game. I think you want that first one.
That's how my.
Tell my son. So you got the. You have this. He went to all three. Okay. He went to Orleans and. So this year I'm not. Taking. Saturday. He's got Christmas number. It's other side of the family. That would have been really fun to go down.
So far.
He walked down to the Husky team to see. I went down to his birthday. And I found out he just walked on. The coach at that time, so.
Okay. All right. Got
There's so many reiterations of it. It's just what it's about. Where is it? He said.
I have built-in presentations that I can do.
Right.
So I'll let Kendra know that if she needs to speak, I can gallery.
We don't have use like.
I mean, I've got a little legislative advocacy thing that would be a perfect 20 minute.
Yeah, so.
It was true a lot. It's probably very.
I go to that every year. I was on their board for about 7 years. I love that. That's one of those kind of things I think I can see getting more. Feel good stuff. Like honestly, I've never thought about that. Really?
Yeah.
No.
No. I just want to tell you. I mean, it's like. He was asking.
They see it.
So he put on a respiratory mask, go down to the window, figure out how the honor.
Well, I know, he may not know.
That's how it is.
Local, quote unquote, hero. Yeah, I said, yeah, but I get what you're saying. Does it make these guys feel like they?
I think it will because it goes.
You know what I mean? Right. Perfect.
Well, you know, we talk about that all the time. There's a push right now. My daughter Brooke, my son Ryan, just to keep the box. Were you here that day they did the program?
That actually.
Well, the super dog, if that's. I'd love to have them come and do it. But another program. Hey, today, are we gonna do,
We're hoping. Go ahead.
I'd like to do just a little tiny rotary, not, I'd like to do a, kind of what is the real basis of classification?
How about we do that for you? I think, I don't know if we were gonna ask that. I don't think.
Yeah. Because the older members still, other people are going to that place where.
That stays out.
Yeah.
I don't think you have seen this. What? I was gonna say, I don't think anybody's online.
I just got my third. Right?
Hey, Rotarians. Morning. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the four-way test for the things we think, say, or do. First.
Is it
true? Second.
Is it
Third.
Third.
Fourth. Save lives.
And then.
Mrs. Lewandowski, Mr. President.
Do you have any visitors?
I'm a visitor.
Visitors? Okay. So,
The most wanted man in Morgan State.
probably right now.
The DOJ shows up.
We'll hide you, don't worry. I'll spare one of us. All right, so the number one song, December 12th, 1994. Does anybody want to guess? It's a hip hop song.
Jingle bell.
Christina
Aguilera, Teeny Ball.
Not at all.
Pretty sick.
No.
It was brilliant.
Here Comes the Hot Stepper by Any Kamosi. Here Comes the Hot Stepper. No, it's 94. Up to 94. Man. We're gonna go through 53 years of this. Okay. All right, so number one movie, December 12th, 1994. You want to guess? One of the most annoying movies ever.
Summer.
I will give you, yeah, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? You just start yelling. It is Dumb and Dumber. It's you will be dumb and even dumber after you watch it. All right, so let's get into birthdays and anniversaries. We have none. Literally nobody's birthday. So somebody make up. Does anybody's son, daughter have a birthday? No? All right, so we literally have no birthdays, no anniversaries, no birthdays. There you go. So we got a grandson's first birthday. That's awesome. 1 year old.
Mr. President.
That's Monday.
Oh.
Well, then somebody needs to update the records and program. And I said your anniversary.
Was it here?
So we need to update something.
Was it good?
Didn't show up. All right, that's why you weren't here. You were having a good time, not helping us. All right, so announcements. Winterfest tomorrow. We're gonna be set up from 3 to 7. So I think Gary, who else said? Gary, your
Gary,
first shift,
yeah, me and John.
and John. Okay, so
I'm the only one signed up for this.
I'm gonna be there. So I'm gonna be there the whole time. So I think I thought I saw Kendra on the
Hours.
still is 3 to 7. 3 to 7, yeah.
What time was telling us?
I just saw that email, so I apologize.
No, no worries. We're gonna be. I'm gonna get there like 2:30 to start setting everything up, so we'll be ready to go. What's that?
What timeframe do you need help?
Well, so I mean, either to be honest with you, I'm gonna be there, so we'll have 3 people the first shift. And the second shift will be Don and I. So if you want to, yeah, 3 to 7. So that'd be cool. And then so I was at the Dollar Tree trying to get these little stuffed elves that we give away. Right? I didn't realize we could literally have a huge box of them. But while I was there, I asked the lady for all their stuffed elves. I was like, "Do you have more of these in the back?" She said, "I don't. What are you doing with them?" I told her we're Rotary, and we're gonna just give them away to kids. She brings out a big box of toys, just a bunch of different mixed up toys, and she's like, "Here you go." And so I thought that was really cool. So now we have also toys along with those little stuffed elves. So little Matchbox cars, little figurines, and dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Is that for you?
The manager of Dollar Tree.
Do you remember her name?
Nope. I don't remember your name half the time. I'm just so bad with names. But I'm gonna take a picture outside of the store with her on Monday
Awesome.
and thank her for it. So
That because the Life Point did their food drive for the food bank. The manager named Jennifer Conley donated about 100 boxes of pasta.
that's cool.
So she's been really showing up and been so kind and such a great supporter. Yeah.
She may be somebody to talk about being a sponsor, just even for some of the stuff.
All right. You're on. Awesome.
Okay, any other announcements anybody has? Bueller. Bueller, did I? No, it's cool.
I know.
That's why you opened up the.
When I say, are there any announcements?
Today it's really cool that Rotary is supporting it. We have 47 donors coming in, and that's gonna save and improve the quality of life of a whole bunch of strangers, which is really cool. Who is manning the booth?
I am from 11:30 to 2:30.
Awesome.
Paul is after that.
11 to 2. Are there open slots? Can people walk in?
They're filled.
They're filled.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can, if you want to walk inside, you can come next door to my office and I will hook you up.
There you go.
That sucks.
It's the beauty of doing it at our office is you get 2 pints
Oh,
instead of just one. So we'll take a little extra.
So here's the traffic in the roads and there's flooding going on.
Hey, Brian, I have
On a hill.
Shoot.
Chris Hayes will be the next president of the Lake Stevens Mini Food Bank. He's not here.
Oh.
But it was.
We know that?
Huh?
Yeah, that's why she is, right? All right, so let's just run through the reports real quick. How about the treasurer's report, Lauren?
Things are looking good. I will be sending out emails regarding dues after Christmas. I don't want it to get lost in your mails before Christmas. So dues are due in January. And then we're going to be talking about how we're spending all that money we've been raising, and we'll share that with the group.
So our dues have gone up. I don't know if have we talked about that yet?
Have we told anybody? It's
It's going up to $1,000. Now, before you guys get upset about that, we're gonna talk about everything we're gonna do. We've got vacations, some of us are taking, and we need to fund those vacations, and so you guys will be helping with it. No, they're going up to $200. So, they're going up to $200.
That's before the voluntary donation to TRF.
No, that includes,
Oh,
that's a part of it.
That's before. That's before.
I thought it was part of it. I thought we had.
No, 400.
Whatever. Yeah, it's 400, our dues are $400 a year. Yeah, you do the voluntary. But that shouldn't be voluntary. Pay that. I'm gonna tell you guys how Jim explained this to me. Jim came up to Kyle and I with a sheet of paper once and he said, okay, here's how we do this. This is the Paul Harris. You know what, just add an extra $25 to your dues at a time. And he walked off. And I'm like,
That's awesome.
that's what I've always thought we do, right? So just do it just so it's done. Anything else, Laura? Okay. All right, President-elect.
Last week, but we did the death thing.
Christine.
Yeah, Christine did. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Don, you might be able to share a little bit more after this, but we spent about an hour and a half together this week going through all the scholarship stuff over the past 7 years. Copied everything off of my computer into a flash drive, so Don has it all.
Kind of like a big basket. Looks like it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Some behind the scenes stuff that has to happen over the course of the winter. To make sure we're all set for all the activities of the spring. But, looking forward to it.
Okay. Do you want to go through reports first and then we'll talk about the money, or do you want to do it now?
Oh, we could do, if you want to go and do it now, that's fine.
Okay. So. Who does?
You gotta do that. James did.
Okay. You guys just start talking. That's the best way to do it. What do you need, James?
Always waiting to be recognized. Would that ever stop?
All right. No, either, do you want to say?
John. Yes. Can students apply for the scholarship now? It is live. They can. Awesome. And our QR code works on the cards that you make? Will you be distributing more of those?
Nobody's asked me for anything, so I'll give you anything more. Within reason.
Can I have about 50 more?
We did that gone. So you want to give an update on what the cards were and how we used them last year?
So last year I was able to distribute them to students who go to the Vocational Skills Center in Mukilteo. And I don't know if we got any direct applications, but I've also been distributing to other kids that I know of, so we could probably spread it more.
So it was a strategy to try to get them those vocational applicants. The students are bus, no, I some drive. right?
Oh, no, they don't drive.
They don't drive, they're all bus.
Okay.
So it was a way to put it right in their hands with the QR. I would recommend.
I'll have a stack for you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I've been giving them to other kids too that I know.
I'm on the Lake Stevens curriculum committee commission too. And there's a great audience of teacher educators there, so I'm happy to share it with them.
Yeah. How many you gonna make?
I'll print like 100, is that good?
Sure. And about next week.
Lake Stevens Rotary Scholarship is the website where kids can go to apply. So that's what the QR code is.
I'll distribute them after the holidays.
Awesome. All right, well, Brian has asked me to talk a little bit about, the Lauren Hole endowment and money that we had to give before the end of the year. So Lori, if you can start and just talk a little bit about the endowment and the money we had, and then we had already spent like 2,500 on some purpose, correct?
We donated, if I remember correctly, it was 2,500 for the food bank truck. I don't know if that was for that, but 2,500 has gone out. So every year with this endowment, the principal is protected, but we can take the earnings. So that's the growth, and it's the dividends that we get off of it. And, you know, stock market's been doing great, so it's been going up. And that's looked at on December 31st. It's calculated at that time. This year is 18,333 or something along that line. And then we have until the December 31st of the following year to spend it. If we don't spend it, it becomes principal and it can't be touched. So, you know, you've got two different kinds of attitudes. The one that says, hey, we gotta grow this. And the other is, no, the money isn't there to be saved, it's to be spent. So this board says, hey, we got money, let's spend it. So, the only condition is that it has to be, for community, Lake Stevens community, purposes. So we went through a variety of options for this year, because, yeah, we're down to a couple weeks. And I called the senior center and asked them what did they need. I've talked to, I think others have talked to food bank about what they needed. What was the other one? Let me see your
We
list.
got the list really quick before we go there, though. We tried to figure out an equitable way to distribute this money in a short period of time. So we didn't have time to go through the full application process that we would have normally gone through. So what we did is we looked at the nonprofits that we gave to in June, correct?
Yeah, we looked at those.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really the criteria, but, you know, we do have ones that kind of are the ones that we normally support. What we've done with this endowment before is that we've used that money for projects, like when we did, I don't know what it's called, where they did the Torchdowns Trail, and I can't remember what else we've done with it, but we've had, you know, done projects. We don't have a project at this time. So that's supporting other organizations and their projects. So the ones that we've got are the food bank for the Hungry Hearts. That's the backpack program for kids, and so we're giving them 2,000. The senior center, chatted with them, what's their problem, they need to help with. There's the Christmas dinner they do, the dinner's covered. They already had sponsor for that, but they like to give gifts to every person who comes. And so we're supporting that and their balance class, which if you've got a senior in your life, you know how important it is to have that balance class. Then we have we have the Friends of the Libraries for a children's reading area. We're going to support that. I'm going to skip over the Arts and Parks. We'll let somebody else talk about that. Oh, like Stevens Community Center that's upstairs at the food bank. What they really need is they're running out of socks and coats and warm clothing. That's what we're supporting that. And then I'm gonna let you talk about the program that Sherwood is doing.
Sure, so
You'll talk about the,
we provide sensory kits for people who go to Advanced Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. And I didn't bring my list about what's included, but it's sound deadening headphones, some fidget toys, waiting kits and things, right? And people go and check those out with either a driver's license or a credit card. And then when they return it, they get that back. So those kits don't just disappear, but they do need to be replaced. So that's what we propose to Sherwood. So all of those entities, we agreed to get $2,000 a piece. So there's $10,000 right there. So we're gonna do that at the meeting next week. We're gonna invite people.
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, right, we gotta give them a check. So.
Okay. So do you want to talk about the
Arts and
Parks?
Parks? Yeah, I mean, so Rochelle came to me talking about, the Arts and Parks is doing there's gonna be a woodland walkway at the library, right? And they're gonna have these bronze statues within there. And so we can sponsor a statue, right? So don't really know the dimensions yet, but you gotta think about it. They're gonna be heavy enough to where somebody's not gonna take them to the recycle center, some cash flow. Each one is about $13,000. So I would assume they're sizable, or they're gonna definitely be bolted down. But that's one of those kind of things to me that's like long term. It's gonna be there forever, right? And we're gonna have our name out there. So what we're doing is we're getting out of this money, and we're getting $6,500 towards it. And then 26, we'll give the other half of that to them. We just need to get it to them so they can park it for us. So it's pretty exciting, I think, for what it is, because it's permanent. It's always there. Everybody uses the library, so it fits. We're not just picking one thing. Everybody uses the library, so I think it's a good fit for us.
Great.
Fish will be on that stick.
Well, there's controversy about what the animal will be.
Yeah. Bob says no possum. I don't know. Possums are very, very, very important to our world.
As well.
As far as I know, Arts and Parks is one of them. I don't
Do you know anything?
Jim, no.
Who else is on board?
The woodland creatures. I don't know if that's.
Well, the Friends of the Library put this whole thing together, and I just heard a little bit about it last night.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool. It's a little trail pass, and you end up the animal that they have. So you learn on the way, the pathway.
They'll have like footprints even out front.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I get to see.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Great organization, great stuff. I would suggest, we forget about, and they don't advocate for themselves, but our, Little League guys, they have a lot of expenses that, could be helped with. Now they've got their field down there, it gets tagged all the time, it gets trashed all the time, their stuff gets stolen all the time. And, just another organization to think about in the future. The other thing to think about, as part of the new city hall complex that we're doing a commemorative, trail in that, around the pond, and it's gonna be from Margaret Hadley. It was a road. So, just some other ideas to think about going forward. A request, sure. That's true.
the giving will be in June. Yeah.
So if you're connected to the Little League, I'd make sure that they know. We could invite them to come and present, and then they could fill out an application for our giving. Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about it. I think anytime we're talking about giving to these organizations, I think it'd be really great if there's something we can do to help too, not just give them money. I'd like to get out there and, I don't know, pack backpacks, or if it is the little baseball team, we can get out there and help with the field. I mean, it'd be nice to have a boots on the ground along with our money. Personally, that's just me personally, but, so yeah, any of those organizations, we're gonna do it again. We always do it in June. And the board votes.
That'll be the full blown where we've got time to put in applications, review them, sort them, and make those decisions.
Yeah, we didn't decide to do a second round of funding, until recently. It wasn't a thing for us, but we decided we would do it twice a year because there's a lot of asks this time of year. Nobody knew that we were doing it though. We literally just decided. So when we had this money sitting, we're thinking, we don't want it to go back to the principal. We're going to use it for something. So Bob helped out, put a lot of work on making sure it's fair. If anybody's wondering like about the Education Foundation, for instance, I actually reached out to Christine and just asked, hey, and she was basically like, hey, we have an endowment, we'll take your money, but it's not necessary. So if anybody's wondering, why don't you guys get it in? That's why. She basically told us we're okay. So, yeah, and then we talked about even Kids Closet, but they're in Arlington. So, but they're a need too. So if anybody, maybe we do
They're a great organization.
Yeah, so
They do.
what
So
I,
if you're connected to them, let them know about the application process as well. And
They do.
So just to go in a little bit deeper, in our conversation at the board, Bob, do you want to talk about the Kenya Water Project just a little bit?
I do, yes. So, water projects are one of my passions. I feel like I've been to Kenya, I spent a couple weeks here, I'm gonna make a presentation one time, but it's a way to dramatically impact the lives in this case. The lady Jacinta made a presentation a couple weeks ago. You can affect the lives of 3,000 people in a way that you can't even imagine. They have 4 seasons there, 2 dry seasons and 2 wet seasons. When it's wet, it's really wet, and when it's dry, there's nothing. So they have 3 months twice a year that they really struggle. And this will really help. So we want to do something for them. So the board agreed to set aside $5,000, which will hopefully leverage up with some district money and some money from the Rotary Foundation. So we're working on that. There's a meeting later today at 9:30 to go through all the details. But when you did put a well in a foreign country like that, like I said, done one in Kenya, you know, there's, first of all, there's the science of where to locate it. When I went there, before I got there, they put a well on the chief of the village property. Well, that well was performed so miserably. It produced about 5 gallons of water a day. We ultimately put it in another location where literally they put the pipe in the ground, the water started. So the extremes are, one's a little more scientific, more political. You also have to deal with the ownership of the property so that, you know, once it's in there, it doesn't, you know, take it away by somebody else. So I know in Kenya, in the village, foreigners can't own the land, so you gotta work out a rate with that. So there's a lot of how you deal it. So there's a lot going on in that. So very fortunate to see that one of the persons involved in this committee, I know personally, he's a really good guy. He's been a Rotarian for 40 years. He's done 57 wells around the world, 6 different countries, including Kenya. So he's going to know how to go through that process there and make sure it's taken care of. Because that's one of the things that the International Committee was, you know, now has responsibility for making sure that this thing is vetted. But we want to make sure that, you know, if it's all good, that they knew we had the money. So it's all good. I'm super excited about seeing another well.
All right. Well, Chris Vallow did a little bit of research too. They came and spoke to us, what, 3 weeks, a month ago?
yeah.
Something like that.
And we're going to be joining 10 or so Rotary clubs in this area to help support this project. So it's a little bit of goodwill among Rotary clubs as well. And I think, didn't Chris say they have to go down 300 meters at the location that they're at?
It could be from 30 feet to, you know, 300 meters.
Which is like 900 feet. I mean, you think about a well. That's quite a well.
Yes.
All right, and then I'll finish up by saying we did have some conversation as well about grants that we might want to do, projects where we involve other Rotary clubs and apply for a grant, get 2 or 3 clubs to join with us. So we brainstormed a few possibilities at the board meeting, but if you guys have ideas of projects that we can do locally, what are some examples? I know we had the torch down was the last one, but what else have we done over the years? Do you remember? the benches in Lundin.
Well, we also did the bleachers at the skate park, which.
Yeah.
was a huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be thinking about community projects. Amy, I know you're really good about keeping in touch with the needs of the community. But if you have any ideas, email them to Brian and I, and we'll bring them up going forward, and we'll plan for one of those district grants where we can double or triple our money. All right, thank you.
And years ago, the foundation was always kind of funded by Lawrence and, $1,000 we always put in there and contributions people made. But we made the decision to take all the happy bucks, all the money we raised from that and put it in the foundation. And since we did that, it is just growing. So when you give those $1,000, it's going to the foundation. And that builds the whole thing with what we're doing here today.
The happy bucks at this time, not going.
They don't do that anymore?
No, not this Rotary year.
Oh, well, who changed that? Okay, whatever.
Where do they go?
They go to support the club supplies, the club, like the Christmas dinner, is always more expensive than what we charge you, so.
Nice trips.
Hey,
Gotta go somewhere.
Conversations that we've had is we've got some investments in the club, right? And that money's just sitting there. The endowment is designed to sit there. We also have the investments in the Schwab, right? And so there's been a question that Rotary has these resources, and our whole goal as a club is to give back to the community and do projects that are gonna benefit us, right? So right now, we're in a mindset of what can we do to use those dollars? So the endowment, the principal that's there is gonna be there forever, and it's about 100,000 now.
Last I checked.
yeah, but when we started that thing, when we started putting in there, we only had like 12,000, 13,000.
Right.
And after all those years of doing that, we got it to where it is now.
That's how it's been built.
Taken out more than we put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're living off of.
So,
Again,
Alright.
So I'll say this, if any, oh, sorry, Jake. No. Okay, so I will say this, if anybody ever's like, man, I hate the way we're spending, get on the board, help us decide. No, I mean, I don't mean that to sound like a jerk or anything, but the only way that we get to change what we're doing is by you being the change. I mean, for instance, the decision of doing that, I do remember that conversation. And here's the thing, the chili cook-off, we have to pay for that room. It's $250. Should the community pay for that or should we pay for it? I don't want to go to somebody and say, hey, you remember when you gave us $50 because you said, hey, it's a stretch, but I'm going to give you $50. You do the right thing with it. And we use it for our chili cook-off. Or do we not do the chili cook-off? And then if we don't have camaraderie, we probably won't help each other out on projects because you're not going to know each other. You're not going to like being around each other possibly. So yeah, because it was $250. Let's go, then let's take it a step further. How much was the food for our Christmas party?
Right.
And we had to pay for 30 people. You have a minimum, right? Yeah, but we didn't have 30 people. So we paid more. I mean, we were short like 2 people, I believe. But the point is there's that cost, right? So, and again, I'm okay. Honestly, I feel like we have to answer to the public on our money, right? I do. I truly believe that we need to be good stewards. So if anybody's not happy, I beg you, get on the board, help make the change. Because I mean, and I do feel after our board meetings, we should have the minutes sitting over there. And every one of you should take a minute to read it. Because otherwise you can't, no offense, you cannot be mad if we make a decision that you don't like if you didn't pay attention. Because again, when you don't like something Steve Hobbs doing, do you call him? Do you text him? Do you email him?
Just tweet about it.
Exactly. I'll go to Facebook. But yeah, I mean,
Today was great, and I'm really curious about how decisions are made. I want to learn more. And you're right, if I can't make it, yeah, that was available, that would be great.
and you can always come to board meetings. I mean, come just sit in, listen to it. You will probably laugh at the way that the noise gets in the room and how very little sometimes may get done, in my mind anyway, but it's part of making the decisions, right? And so some people elected us. Go ahead. Well, no, James, what were you gonna say, buddy?
No, that was the support council.
Go ahead.
One of the things that Jim just mentioned that it's easy to do is I can email the minutes out after they're.
Okay, that'd be good.
Each time, I don't necessarily use, I do two email systems. I do Club Runner, but some people say they don't get it. So I do a personal email that I send out to you each week. I can do that same thing with, once the minutes are done, once they are, approved, I can email them out.
So if you guys ever look at, if we'll provide descriptions. If you look at the description, Bob made this point. That's why Christine is helping Gary. Gary has the most difficult job out of all of us on the board. His responsibility list is the equivalent, if not more, than everybody else that's on the board. I mean, he doesn't. So yes, email is great, but now we're putting one more thing on him.
We used to archive most of the minutes.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind it being on our website so the public can see it too. I mean, I don't care. I mean, wherever we want to put it, but without sounding like a jerk, I don't want to put so much more on Gary to make sure he's emailing it out to everybody. That's just me personally. Again, we're all in the room. You guys decide and put it on Gary. If Gary wants to do it, then he'll do that. However we want to do it, it does need to be made available, in my opinion, so you guys will see. All right. So then we'll start doing that after our next meeting. We'll have it here. We'll have a couple, and then Gary can email it out. So
I would think emailed out that there's a chance that people may read them. I mean, we'll put them on Club Runner too, but if you put them on Club Runner, how many people really go on Club Runner every week?
well, I mean, so most of the time it's support. But here's the thing: how many people actually read an email from Club Runner? Honestly, answer that. Well, no offense, of course you do. I mean, again, there's a handful of us too. So, but if so, that'll be great, and I do like that idea. I think it'll just keeps everybody involved in the decisions also. And if you don't like the decisions, then you definitely can say something to any one of us or at our meetings. This is not a problem. James, go ahead.
I'd like to introduce our guest, Chris Urias, the owner of Kinetic Outpost. Wayne here's been visited with us before.
All right. So let's move on to Eileen with Club Service.
We sent out another card, and Anthony one of those for the loss. If anybody knows of anybody who will be picking up a card, whatever, please feel free to reach out. I don't really have a lot else to report.
Okay. So, community services, as everybody knows, Michaela stepped down. I think I might have somebody that's going to take that over. So you guys, if you're a brave person, if you're a calm, whatever, good vibes, whatever term you want to use, throw that out there because yeah, that was by design. You're going to tell a joke, right? Okay. So let's get through all the other stuff so then we can laugh and have a good time, right? I mean, that's the whole, what I'm thinking anyway. But I mean, if you want to, you go right ahead. We're building the anticipation, Ron. Work with me here.
Could somebody go look for Chris? He wanted to make coffee about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't seen, I've seen him walk by twice. Would somebody go see if he's related to the floor?
It's like Mr. Magoo. He's lost right now. Okay, so Bob, do you have anything else for foundation though? I mean, specific. Okay. All right. So Chris, we'll get back to him. Okay, service programs. Kendra's not online. And public relations not here. Okay, now, Ron. Let's get ready to laugh, y'all.
We're still running a fireside. It's a good time. Paul over there, and Kyle, who's on Zoom, was there. The three of us cleaned up a good time. So I just remember that's the second Tuesday of every month at the brewery. All right. So in the tradition of not saying anything, so I have to say something. So I use this time for my annual jokes. So I'll do two jokes every time. So first one.
Did you hear about the case of the toilet stolen from the police station? The cops have nothing to go on. Sounds like a great idea. If you get a message from me about can't eat, don't open it.
That's just not good. All right, well, let's do the drawing. Happy Bucks.
We have a new member.
Well, she's not here. She's not here. Olga. Olga has been inducted. Did he get wounded? I mean,
There's a couple of Christmas wreaths back here in Harlan. If anybody wants to do it.
What do you eat?
What?
You took you an hour to make copies.
I went in there a little bit earlier, and they called me after about the third time. Still don't.
you just threw it in the towel. It's okay. It's on James to get it back. Good job with the, what's with the fire we're doing?
Alibaba.
Please pick out, take it.
722.
Egg. Egg.
Hey, if we put that in the press, will that help you,
I gotta validate that. Right. Well, we're not done yet, so kind of need to, yeah. Whoa! What do you want next week? I wonder who that was. I paid for my dues. But you know, that's privacy. After taxes. All right.
Kyle, can you hear us?
Well, I hear who won the other.
Yes. He didn't win? I thought Paul won. Paul won.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zena Bill. Good morning, Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
You here?
Are you happy?
I am very happy. I'll give you some happy bucks here. I'm happy because I have already accomplished a day's worth of work and it's only 8:09, and so I can kind of take it easy today.
Nice. I do that? Mr. President.
So I'm happy for the Christmas party. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for everybody that showed up, and thanks for everybody playing along with the games, and especially Bob for volunteering for the one that required. Literally, he says to me, I was trying to call him for something else, and he goes, "No, I want the one with the bag." And I'm like, "You're pretty brave. You don't even know what the game is, and you know you're going to be in a bag. You're going to get filthy." And yeah, he was down. So I appreciate everybody for coming and for participating. It was a good time.
Wally.
Well, $5. Those of you that don't know, my grandma passed away this week, so I'm happy he was able to live a good 91-year life. But other than that, happy it's Friday.
Fair.
I'm not sure what I'm happy about, but I think I'll just talk about our great youth sports. We've had the soccer team do great things, the volleyball team do great things. We had our football team have just amazing season, and it pulled off a great Mary Poppins theater as well. It's got great kids, right? So good to be thankful.
This is moving down.
Thank you. I am super thankful for this club. I'm thankful that Jim invited me. I am so happy to know all of you. It's Twin City, you guys all amazing friends. Great leadership opportunity, and I have, intentionally created a lifestyle of
of service and giving and being involved. It really fills my bucket. And just really thankful for all the leadership opportunities I've had from the.
You have a new position.
Yeah, that's right. She's got a new position.
With what? Who, where? What is it? All of this.
So I applied for for a position at the planning commission. And I was interviewed by Angie Dorstead, Kim Daughtry, Russ, and Janice Tuxford. And they recommended that I was on the commission. So I was on the commission.
Yeah.
Thank you. Time to read and time for you guys to fill me in about what you like and don't like about the city. Let them know.
Well, I'm happy and sad, we leave or temporarily relocate to Arizona on Sunday. But this has been a fun week. We make the point of getting together with all the family and doing all this stuff. It's just a very busy one. And, it's always sad, you know, when you're kind of losing immediate access to everybody. We get visitors, so you can visit us on the street. Yeah. But
Well, I'm happy it's Friday. I purchased my tickets last night for the Rams and Seahawks game for next Thursday, so that will be quite an adventure.
Where are we meeting? What time do we go?
Right? I will be there with my son. It's always nice to take him to the game every year here. We're I'm the Rams fan, so.
And how's your quarterback?
It's true. Yeah, he'd be the MVP of the, he's doing great.
way to lay it out there.
Did I win the MVP? Yeah. So I'm happy. Been a lot of events going on in the banking world here, you know what I mean? You get dragged to a lot of events. It's always inspiring to see. Yesterday I was at the American Red Cross event up in Tulalip, and it's just like Amy said, it's amazing to just be involved in your community and see all the people that are willing to give back. So it's inspiring for me.
All gratitude. I'm grateful for Amy. I see all of your work in the community. I follow it on Facebook. It's great having people like you. I'm also grateful for politicians in this room, Steve and Brett. You guys face very adverse situations with courage, and we recognize that. And my kids turn 4 on Sunday, so it's a balloon party. That's 2,000 balloons we get to blow up on Saturday. And from a community perspective, I just want to announce that the board at Arlington Fly-In has decided to wind down. We're going to close after 56 years. And it's a sad thing, but times change. The pilot community, America, is down 90% since 1980. People don't fly anymore. And during COVID, we converted it to SkyFest, and we turned it more into a community event, that type of thing. It's very successful. You make money. We have 15,000 people show up. But the relationship with the airport, since the new director has taken over, has soured. We're in a legal battle with the city now, which is just bizarre. And so we have just That's okay.
Should we stage a flying protest? Log the. Yeah, there you go.
Gee, happy dollars, care dollars, let's see, it's not raining right now. It's a river need, a rail break. Record levels never seen before. Care dollars for our crews out there. They're running nonstop.
Right.
And doing an amazing job. People ask, thank you, Amy asked it, how she can help. For us, how you can help is if you're asked to leave somewhere, please leave. Don't think you can drive across the range clothes, because that's the large number of people are rescued. People didn't hear the warning, or they're trying to drive across, and they shouldn't be driving. So, support for them.
Your Swiftwater cruise is really super busy.
Yes, and we get to North Boston. We have National Guard coming in today. We have crews from Chelan and Eastern County coming from the road here. So we're getting help, but they're still running.
Two things on that, Ron. I keep seeing
people filling bags with shovels. We have an automatic sandbag. And that's a middle of Millsburg there. I saw on your website. No, I mean, we have a machine that dumps stuff in and it comes out of sandbags. Okay. I don't know why no one's, we've offered it up. So just FYI, and also the lake, the weir is wide open. And I know the lake's going up. You're getting close to north side of the lake complaints. That's your side? No, well, it's just to the east of you. Well, docks will start breaking at about 212.5. We're pretty close to that. But unless you want to get some buckets and start drawing your own, bailing your own water, we can't get it out of the last.
Suck it up.
Yes.
Out.
It's great on the one. On your, on the link in the city, it says you have a sandbag fill station at Millsburg.
So we have sandbag stations at Millsburg.
Okay.
Anybody can come get them, but I'm telling you, we have this huge machine. That public works.
Yeah.
What was
It's
that?
at Public Works.
It's at Public Works, yes. If we can stage it somewhere, it just needs the material. I saw the guard dudes. Their Stetsons filling them up with shovels. I'm like, what are we doing?
What year is it?
We have robots. It's to build their plant.
That's normally the thing we don't.
Yeah.
Any help now?
It's kind of a unique position, like Lake Stevens is unique because we're up on this hill.
Yeah.
So we really don't have the problems that obviously the lower ones do.
Right.
And I think it makes me reflect that maybe we need, and we've offered our public works, we've offered all our assets, no one's taken them, but maybe we need to take more of a proactive, supportive position and be the sandbag fillers for everybody, right? And, you know, a couple of years ago, we had a football team out during COVID and we filled, I forget what it was, like 20 pallets of sandbags with the football team in a morning. So I'm kind of rethinking that maybe we get into a proactive supportive position for these types of events. Because we're very blessed being up here on the hill.
And Pilchuck didn't get hit by it has just said, so that one. Fine, when obviously.
We're a little bit in a rain shower. It's a little bit tough.
Yeah, we didn't get the rain.
Yeah, Volchuk isn't local.
Yeah. I went out and looked this morning, we got 4 inches at our house. This week. 4, yeah.
Oh, the whole week. Is that thing portable? You do it more as you do like home.
Yeah, if we could move.
Good. Happy it's Friday and the coffee's done, but it may not taste good.
It tastes
great.
Tastes great.
And Chris.
Yeah, wait a minute.
What?
Gary, a happy month for Christine and, being president of the food bank, coming up and, sad luck for Anthony, loss of his grandma, what that means to people. I never had any grandparents. Mine had died the year that I was born. My mother used to tell me that, and I tried to figure out what she was, message she was trying to convey to me. But, it's always sad when you lose somebody, and, there was a period when I lost my mother that for about a year and a half, I'd go to the telephone, and I'd start picking up, say, I haven't talked to mom in a while, but oh, God, can't talk to mom. Well, look up and talk to her. Yeah.
Good to see you. You bet. Maybe you're awesome, for sure. And we had a good time last Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we're starting to talk pump track and stuff these days.
Nice.
Think we'll get something on here. No pun intended.
I'll second the holiday party. That was fun. And I feel so good that we're able to give to our club. Great thing about this club. And my last one is I don't know how many of you know about Leadership Snohomish County. But it's a program that I went through in 2018 and continue to be involved. And I want to give kudos to Steve Hobbs for coming yesterday. We had Government Public Policy Day. And we lined up some great panels. I mean, Steve could have been the speaker by himself, but he had a couple of people that were next to him and had a great conversation about ranked choice voting.
Yeah, it sucks.
What's that?
Voting for Silly Football.
Yeah. You're bringing this up.
Yeah, we did.
Are you sure?
That's why you brought your whole family. to help you win. No, let me explain this to you. She wanted to vote every spot for herself. So she's saying hers was first, second, third. Well, you better, right? If you made it, I mean, and I get it. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm sorry I missed the holiday party. Looked like a great time, but I was in Florida visiting some family that I haven't seen in 47 years, so it's great to catch up and surprise my cousin for their 50th birthday. Congrats to our football team. I wasn't able to be there because I was in Florida. And I'm pleased to announce the birth of my granddaughter.
Wow.
Me. Her name is Sophie Ann. She was born on the 30th. So, yeah, thanks. I'm excited about that. To be there really awesome. Thanks. Wow.
Well, I'm happy my favorite cousins who showed up today. That was fun. And I would encourage you, Brian, if we're going to come working the second half of the year here, we're going to give it away some money.
There you go.
That show up.
There you go. Definitely. You're bored.
Yeah, speaking of floods, my youngest has been mobilized and myself are on all the warnos, rank order, so. Yeah, I'm gonna remember that. That's great. But they're not gonna send old Lieutenant Colonel Bill Sanders, so I'm just gonna keep myself. I had a great time. I've been gone obviously for a while. I actually went back to Germany. The German government actually paid for today. As part of their conversation in the U.S. European security relations and things like that. Talking to the defense minister and everything. So that was fun. And DOJ is looking for me so far. I just found out that they still have not filed their lawsuit correctly against me. That was like 2 weeks ago because they've lost 70% of their attorneys. And if you want to know why I'm not going to give them anything, we'll look at the U.S. Constitution and the Privacy Act of 1974. That's why I'm not giving them their stuff. And I'm not the only one. So I know, but I can't remember what the other. Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. And go Army, go Nation, right? Go Army.
Go Army.
Navy.
You're, happy for the holiday party, which games were a lot of fun. And then just this time of year in general, because work slows down as everybody starts getting ready for the end of year stuff, and it gives me a chance to focus more on friends and actually.
A lot of cheating involved in the games. Did you notice?
No.
Chris?
Okay. Anthony, I'm very sorry for your loss. Loved the Christmas party. We had a great Christmas chamber meeting too. That was full of shenanigans and what it was a lot of fun. B&I, and we had a great Christmas. This is like the last 4 days has been just like Christmas party, which has been great. And I'm just really grateful for this club and our community and the work that we do. And I'm grateful that I'm a part of it. So.
I have, well, I could probably take a half an hour, we don't have it, so, okay, talk about one.
Not only are we 4A state champions, that's 4A state champions for volleyball. That's a big deal. We were this close to 4A state football championships. So next year's our year. And I am so proud of both of those teams. I want to highlight the coaches. So Kyle Holden for the girls volleyball and Tom Track for the football team. Those two men are leading a group of young women and a group of young men and women that are actually becoming such leaders. And I wanted to just share a story about a quick narrative about the volleyball team just in general. Not only did they come back from really damaged games to win the state championship, but those girls are some others. They are the most positive young ladies that I've ever been around. They have confidence and courage, and they're finding ways to give back to others. And there was a little first grade student that was really quite shy, that was just, those girls were that little girl's hero. And the little girl thought, maybe they'll sign a little volleyball, maybe they'll do it. And not only did they sign the volleyball, that and then they had a team photo with this girl. Not because they need to, but because that's who we are. And so things about Holden for leading the young women. And then for Tom Trivey, he is investing so deeply in the lives and the futures of those young ones. And when you don't win, when you're that close to winning, and you're able to hold yourself up high and you're able to keep moving, isn't that what life is? Isn't that what we're asking all of our students to have? So thank you for that. And then I also wanted to thank Hungry Hearts, because yesterday I was at Northlake Middle School, and what they have, there's 3 lunches, and there's 900 students next door. That's a lot. That's a lot of activity. So there are students that need to have something that's a bit smaller and that's supported and structured where I belong, and I am seen. So there's a counselor there that pulls students aside, and it's called the Lunch Bunch. And as students were coming in, and some of them were talking about not having anything to eat today, I couldn't make it down to the lunchroom. I didn't bring anything, and that's when the health counselor opened up the cupboard and said, "This is from Hungry Hearts, and it's filled with supplies." So I just wanted to let you know, I just saw it in action yesterday. So that's the community. And a great cheaper holiday party was really fun. I did not get some dogs.
We tried though. I'll get her right.
Great, thank you, John.
I had trips over Thanksgiving and got to experience for almost 4 weeks to New England to see 4 of my grandsons, both of my sons, and then my sister up in the New England area. So really happy. Awesome. And I'm also grateful that we have new leaders in our political world, like Steve, and Brett, and others. It's a tough job, and I'm grateful that you guys are doing it. People like you are willing to step up and do yourself. And even for our new commissioner on
I have a couple of happy bucks. One is reflecting on the organizations that I have the privilege to belong to. In November, when we were in Hawaii, I actually had my 43rd anniversary of being a Rotarian. And I reflect back on the clubs I've been in, and I've told you this before. This is an amazing club, the best club I have ever been in, and it just gets better and better. The next organization I'm really proud to be involved with is Snohomish Regional Fire and Rescue, being one of the commissioners. Ron, the rest of the crews, you're reading the papers, they're out there doing it. I mean, they're putting their life on the line, saving these people who are doing some things they probably shouldn't do. But there's a lot of people they're taking care of that are just isolated and they're scared. And these guys, men and women, they come in their boats and they can save them. And I'm so proud of it. And I also have the privilege of in January stepping into being the chair of the board, which I take very seriously. We talked about using the public's money. You know, we are totally responsible for those levy lifts, EMS and fire that we collect from you all. And we have the fiduciary responsibility of making sure that when we spend a dime of that money, that it's for protection of you and your families. I appreciate the privilege of being on that board and working with people like Ron and my son-in-law. And the new Chief Park. Chief Park is an amazing man, doing a great job, very visible, very passionate. And I talked about maybe having him come and do a program job for us, just to meet you. Thank you. What do you have, Chris? Very happy.
Okay.
Live on the Chat River. It is extremely noisy. We had a really high bank. So I can just wave at it as it goes by. Anyway, yeah, no, if our house floods, then we have a whole different problem. I'll be building an ark. But anyway, so the only flooding really problem I've run into is that down the street from us, there's a guy who has really tried to manage water, but it still floods our street. But you know, it's fine. So, and then I want to echo what others have said, and thank you, Steve, and thank you, Brett, for being public servants and taking all the things. It's much more than I could. So, thank you.
Cool. So I also want to reiterate, sorry about your grandmother. And I think it's a huge blessing for us to be close to our grandparents. My sons are super close to their grandparents. I was not. My grandmother was Mexican, from Mexico, and she didn't know any English. So she called the four of us. She didn't use our names. She called us their little Willio Diablos. Little devils is what she was calling us. And we'd had to go to church with her on Sundays in a Roman Catholic Spanish speaking church, not knowing a lick of Spanish, and get smacked every time we didn't stand up or sit down fast enough. So bless you that you had a great grandma. So anything else for the, oh yeah, I think.
I have two. The first is, I think this applies to everybody in this room. Difference maker, a dedicated person who can make a big impact even with just a small action or a few words. Someone who improves the lives of others, one who rallies or encourages others to propel themselves forward and bring about change. And the second is, you'll never plow a field by turning it over in your mind.
All right, go plow a field. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Bye, Kyle. Have a good day, buddy.